What's up, my YT sunflowers? I don't have a cameraman today, so I'm gonna wing it. Today, I'll be making my version of enchiladas. You can make enchiladas, as you know, in so many different ways. A lot of people makes it different, some make it the same. So you don't have to use all the ingredients I'm using. You can use what you like in your enchiladas. Now, I'm debating on whether to do the rolled ones or make it like enchilada casserole. The way I'm feeling, it's going to be an enchilada casserole today. Because I don't feel like rolling up no enchiladas. So the first thing I'm going to use is, I may not use all of this can. I may just use half. Enchilada sauce. Tomato paste. Olives. Ortega green chilies for my meat, enchilada sauce mix, onion, I'm going to dice it, this is my onion keeper, taco shells, ground turkey, green onions, and these are my cheeses I'm going to use, sharp cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack, and Mexican style, a blend of finely shredded Monterey Jack, mild cheddar, quesadilla, and that kind of cheese. I'm not going to pronounce it. Y'all laughing at me. So I'm about to get started. First, I'm going to put my meat on, and I'll be back with you guys. So now what we're going to add, I like it, we like our stuff a little spicy, so I chopped up some habanero peppers. I keep my habanero peppers in the freezer so they last long. So we're going to add this to a pan with oil, and I'll be right back. So now what I'm doing is saute my onions and peppers a little bit, and then I'm going to add, I don't feel like chopping garlic. I'm going to add my minced garlic. Excuse me, the peppers is getting to me. And I'm going to season my meat with some of the beef flavor bouillon. And, Mrs. Dash chipotle seasoning. I'm going to season my meat with this. And also with cumin, ground cumin. Okay, so now I'm going to chop my meat. This is ground turkey. I'm filming this myself, you guys, so just bear with me. This is hard. I'm trying to keep it in frame at the same time. And obviously, it's going to stop frying so fast because the meat is cold. But then it's going to, pick back up. The temperatures, sorry about that. The temperature's going to pick back up. Alright. Sorry about the noise. And I like using ground turkey because it's not greasy, oily, like ground beef. You see most of this. I didn't add a lot. It's going to hard to explain. It's going to blend in. It's not going to be oily like ground beef. Ground turkey is only as oily as you make it. Excuse my stove, you guys. I haven't cleaned it, so just bear with me. Don't judge me. I'm cooking up in here. I'm adding some of the beef flavor. I don't want too much because I don't want it to be too salty. And I'm going to add some of the Mrs. Dash chipotle seasoning. Oops. And it may look like too much, but it's not. Trust me. And I'm added some of the ground cumin. Give it that authentic Mexican flavor. And I like to season this well. Okay. I'm not adding a lot. It looks like a lot coming out, but it's not because it's kind of one of those things. So I'm going to stir. Alright, we'll be back and show you what the outcome is. If I add anything else, I'll tell you. Okay, people, I almost forgot. I have to add in my diced green chili while the meat is cooking. I don't really add the whole can, maybe like half of the can, something like that. And I stir it, mix it in. This is what gives the enchiladas a very interesting taste, not just plain. I like to spice stuff up. And oh gosh, I wish there was a such thing of smell-o-vision. So the rest of the green chilies I'm going to save. I'm probably use those for some burritos or for some quesadillas or something. Chicken quesadillas. And my meat is just about done, almost. It is pretty much done, but I want it to cook a little longer. And yes, I put my finger in there to grab the meat. My hands are clean. I just grabbed the meat, y'all. So don't panic. Don't get your panties in a bunch. And the meat is not quite the taste where I want it to be, so I'm gonna have to add some more stuff to it. I'm gonna add a little seasoning salt. I just want it to have more flavor. I don't like bland food, y'all. I can't do with that. And I'm gonna add some onion powder to this. I'm going to add some onion powder. And this onion powder needs to be stirred. And I'm going to stir that together. Alright, you guys, we'll be back with the sauce and show you how I do my sauce. I don't just pour my sauce out of the can. Bye. Hey, so now I added the tomato paste from the can. I added some water with it. Unfortunately, all I had was tomato with pesto, but that's fine to give it a good, interesting taste. And I'm going to add my seasoning, enchilada seasoning sauce mix into the tomato paste. Because this helps the enchilada sauce and the paste not to have that canned flavor. You know how sometimes you pour stuff out of the canned sauces and it has like that canned flavor? And I have it over medium heat. And I'm going to let this simmer together. And then I'm going to add the enchilada sauce. I don't need too much, you know, I don't need to add no salt or nothing like that. And I'm going to add, because I like my stuff to be saucy. I don't like no dry food. And I'm going to stir this together. And I'm going to add a little water to this and let it simmer and all the flavors together, marry together. Yeah. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to add probably some garlic powder and onion powder. And I'm going to let it simmer, and I'll be back to let you see the after the sauce cooks. Bye. Hey, what's up, my sunflowers? Now I'm back with the final step. I got a camera guy. What are you doing? Okay, no, I got it. I got it there. I got a camera person. She trying to be helpful. I appreciate that. Now I'm going to do the layering. What I did was heat up my shells. Since I decided not to roll them individually, I didn't have to focus so much on putting too much oil in the pan and things. So now I'm going to use this same pan to bake my stuff in. And this is what the sauce looks like after I let it cook some. Let me show you just a minute. It's kind of thick. That's the way I like it, and it's flavorful. See how that looks? You can see all the spices and things. So yeah. I'll be right back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So now we're going to start with layering the pan. We're going to start with some sauce. we're going to put some sauce at the bottom. The pan is still kind of hot, so I turned the fire off, so don't mind the sizzling sound. I want to layer some sauce at the bottom so nothing sticks. And so my stuff is not dry. Since this is more like a casserole. And even with regular enchiladas, you can do the same. I don't have that much meat, so I'm going to make it work. Make it do what it do. And these are just some taco shells. You can heat your taco shells up in the microwave if you want to. Some put a little oil in the pan and do it like that. And some just heat it up, you know, just like that. So since it's more like a casserole, it's still enchiladas, but it's more like a casserole. Ooh, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. So now what you want to do is add some meat. You showing it real good. Add some meat. I know it seems like I don't have enough meat. I should have used 2 packs. But we're going to make what we have work. Mainly it's going to be a cheese enchilada with a little meat. Because I forgot to take out 2 packs of meat. So we're going to use the meat sparingly. Did I say that right?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to use the meat what we can. So, some is better than none, right? So we're going to add some Monterey Jack. Huh?
What?
Oh, you know what? I want to add some sauce.
I
My
can't
bad.
yawn.
I'm going to add some sauce to this. You know what? I'm going to have to add some of the sauce that I had left in the can. It's all going to taste good. Don't worry. I'm going to add that in there. Because I do not like dry stuff. And when it cooks, it's still going to taste the same. I'm going to add some sauce to this. Don't want no dry enchiladas. Alright, so that's the sauce. And you spread it. I'm getting this. Alright. Okay, now we're going to add the cheese. We're going to add some Monterey Jack cheese.
I'm getting it. That's enough. You're adding the other ones.
Ma'am, don't tell me how to cook. You just film. If not, then you can go sit down someplace. I've been cooking for 40-something, well, not 40-something years, maybe something like that. And this is Mexican style cheese. And this is sharp cheddar. We like cheese, so you don't have to add all this cheese if you don't want to, you guys. So, yeah. We're going to add some green onion that my daughter cut up. I love green onion. Well, actually, we both love green onions. So, you don't have to add green onion. You don't have to add as much. You can add less. But I love green onion. So, now we're going to do some olives. And, yes, my hands are clean. I washed them. Okay. And then we're going to repeat the step again. And we'll get back to you. All put together. And this is not diet food. And this is not for the faint. We love cheese. And when we do eat these type of meals, we go all out. We don't eat this all the time. This is like a special, you know, special dishes that we make every once in a while. A big pot that will last us for some days. So this is about to go in the oven. I'll see you when it's done. Just put it out of the oven, y'all. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit. Ooh, that's hot. I'm going to put the lid on it. let it cool down some, and we'll be back to show you what it looks like on the plate. This is the finished product. You guys, I am super hungry. So it may seem like a lot to some and a little to some other folks. But I'm about to grub up. This is the enchilada casserole. Okay. That's what it looks like, the layered effect. And I'm about to eat, y'all. I'm about to get my sour cream on here, and I'm about to eat. Bye! Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. I hope it helps some people.